Alright, I'm going to shoot a video today because I was working on some little projects around here that I haven't had time to do, and I finally had some time, which is extremely nice. And I thought I'd make a video on one of them. It's going to be a fire starter. I was watching a YouTube video the other day. The guy sells a product that you can start with a ferro rod. And he says that his product burns, I think it's 5 to 7 minutes. It's waterproof, and that it actually burns longer when wet. This in no way is a knock on the guy that sells his product. I'm sure it's a great product. I've never owned it, so I can't do a comparison. But I make my own, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, what you need is some cotton balls, which all this stuff you can pretty much pick up at a dollar type store. The other stuff that the guy sells, it sells for, I think it's $8 for 6 little discs. And this here, I doubt I spent $5 on, and you can make a ton of this fire starter. So what you need is these cotton balls, these little round cotton discs that women use for removing makeup and things. Okay, little container of Vaseline and some lighter fluid, and then a container to store it in and prepare it in. I use a chew can because I chew and I have tons of these things sitting around. You could also use an Altoids tin. That would be very effective, or one of these Camel snooze containers. These things are pretty handy, and I have a couple of these sitting around. I buy these just to store things in because they're so handy. Alright, stand by and we'll get set up to show you how I do this. Okay, so I take my Vaseline and I'm just going to put it in this water I have here on the stove to melt it. Okay, and when that gets melted, I will be back. Okay, our Vaseline is melted down, so we're going to remove it from the hot water. Okay. And then I'm going to add my lighter fluid. And then I'm going to put the cotton balls. Put the cotton balls in. I think in a chew can like this I can get 4 in there. Make sure it soaks it up good. Maybe get a 5th one in there. Okay. And now with this one, we'll try it with these little cotton pads. These cotton pads, if you peel them apart, they open up, and there's a lot of space here to catch your spark, which is a nice thing about these. They don't burn as long, which we'll do a burn test here shortly, as the cotton balls, because there's not as much material. But as you can see, they sure soak this stuff up. Alright, this is actually going to be a good test because we have a big storm front moving in and it is windier than crap out here. It's probably going to affect the burn time a little bit, but let's give her a try. Okay, what I'm going to do is break it up a little bit so the fibers are exposed. Okay, we're at 3 minutes now, and the wind still has not put it out, and it's still going pretty good. I think the wind is helping it burn a little bit faster because I did this the other day, and I had it burn for 8 minutes. But it's definitely the wind's helping it move along, so we'll check back in a few minutes. Alright, we are at 5 minutes now. Wind still has not blown it out, and it's getting much smaller. And I think it's going to go out here in a few minutes, but let's just see what happens. Oh, there, it blew off the rock. Alright, I'm going to call that 5:55. 5 minutes, 55 seconds. Almost 6 minutes on that with the wind conditions and the gusts that we have today. Now, we're going to take one of these cotton balls, pour some water on it, see if we can get it started. There you have it. It starts when it's wet. Alright, the storm that we were expecting has moved in. It's moved in fast. It's still pretty windy out there, and it's raining pretty hard. So I thought that we'd do a real world test with my fire starter and see how it performs in the wet conditions. I'll even throw some twigs and things on to see if we can't get a fire started. Probably won't start a full fire, but just to have you get the idea of how this works. This grass and everything is extremely wet, so I don't have much, and they grab some green stuff in there, but I don't have much faith in it starting. But this stuff will, as we saw earlier, this stuff will burn for 5 to 7 minutes, 8 minutes on a good day. If I really tried, I could go get some dried bark on some of these dead trees on the underside, but I ain't gonna do it today. Now we're gonna Take one of these cotton pads. See how she starts. Peel the two ends apart. Creating all that surface area. Great thing about this Vaseline stuff is you can form it around things. As you can see, I got it formed around this piece of wood. I can hold it up like that, put my other sticks on it, whatever else I have sitting around ready to go to get my fire started. Alright, thanks for watching, and I should have another video up really soon.